NETSCOUT, Unified Communications Performance Monitoring, SIP trunking. SIP trunks can offer huge cost savings for enterprises and contact centers, especially when it comes to long-haul telecommunications costs, as well as future-proofing for next-generation UC services. No matter what UC solution you have, you may be about to embark on a SIP project. UC is mission-critical, delivered over a complex, interconnected infrastructure, so it's essential to have the right visibility in place to ensure project success. Your savings are realized, and of course, you can maintain premium quality unified communications. As I've mentioned before, UC consists of several underlying protocols to work: signaling such as SIP, controlling the call setup process, and the media, voice video, running on RTP. The SIP trunk provides connectivity to the provider and introduces a new component into the mix, the Session Border Controller, or SBC, which, one, provides call security at the access point beyond what a firewall can do. Two, controls load balancing of media traffic in a way that a traditional load balancer is just not suited to. Three, handles interoperability between the different vendors and service providers, because while SIP signaling is a standard, some standards are not exactly equal. And four, they reclassify the QoS, prioritizing UC traffic, which helps assure quality. The SIP trunk and the SBC are just two of the many components that make UC work. But if any of the pieces are not configured correctly or working properly, then quality could be compromised. Here's a few examples. The call agent can't dial out, customers can't dial in. Customers can't hear the agent can't hear the customer. Or in enterprise UC, the CEO can't address the employees on the town hall, or perhaps worse still, on the earnings bridge. What's needed is the kind of visibility that lets you quickly troubleshoot user experience issues across the entire UC service, spread over multiple networks, domains, infrastructure components, and service providers. Smart Data provides holistic monitoring of the UC service. It consists of actionable, key performance metrics translated from packet data, signaling analysis to help map drop calls or dialing issues to the SIP trunk, SBC provider, or call manager at fault, and media analysis, mapping complaints of poor voice video quality to the user, network, QoS, SIP trunk, SBC, or firewall with the issue. With Smart Data, issues are characterized and the evidence provided to get the right people working on the service-affecting issues quickly, without the unnecessary large war rooms and the consequent blame game and delays in problem resolution. By way of example, one of our customers, a major retail bank, was embarking on a SIP trunking project for their 6 contact centers servicing their 20 million customers. They were replacing their TDM infrastructure with SIP and were poised to save more than $1 million per month. The trouble was that when they started their implementation, they had call quality issues, queues filling up, unhappy customers, as well as loss of confidence in IT. Now, as you can imagine, the new thing got the blame: the SIP trunk. But that's not helpful. This was a big project, and it wasn't just about deploying SBCs and SIP trunks. Many other components were reconfigured as well. Many teams were involved in the solution. The blame game started, and the problem did not get resolved. However, with NETSCOUT Smart Data deployed, they were able to see what was going on. The answer just bubbled up to the surface in the ingenious One console. The QoS setting on the SBC was incorrect, set to best effort, and the traffic was not being prioritized correctly. Packets were being dropped, causing voice quality to degrade. A simple configuration mistake causing a big problem. Quickly identified and resolved with NETSCOUT visibility. Without NETSCOUT, a needle in a haystack might have been easier to find, sifting through thousands of lines of configuration across hundreds of devices, escalation to the SIP trunk providers, verifying SBC code versions, analyzing gigabytes of packet traces, and so on. NETSCOUT stopped the blame game in a complex contact center environment, significantly reducing mean time to resolution. It also enabled the customer to keep their reputation intact, as well as realize their return on investment in SIP trunking, saving them millions.